Welcome, chat. Can y'all hear me clearly? Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Currently, as we speak, I am watching the Masters. I don't know if y'all know what the Masters is. It's golf. They Roy McIlroy just missed the 18th par putt, and it's like, bro, now they gotta go into a playoff. And I'm watching it because y'all know me, I play golf, so I'm super tuned in. The Masters is one of my favorite tournaments. So yeah, I got that playing in the background. Hopefully y'all can't hear it in the background, but yeah, I'm watching that right in front of my screen. I got it playing on my phone because I can't miss it, right? So, anybody in here watch golf? Anybody in here play golf? Let me know in the comment section if y'all play golf. Nobody in my comment section play golf? Oh, never mind. I got some yeses in there. That's what's up. If you're ever out in Dallas and y'all want to get tore up on the course, just let me know. I'm with all the smoke. But all right, chat. So let's go ahead and just knock this out the way. We got a couple interesting things inside of the market. So we'll start with NAS since we already on the screen. Last week we were here. We opened up with this gap on Sunday, and then like we spoke about, we were pretty much waiting for structure to form, more structure to form, but we were looking for this gap to get filled. Ultimately, on Monday morning, this gave a pretty easy buy opportunity. This was simply just a break and retest of this previous level of resistance. Here, break, retest, and then it gave you a nice push up. And then we got a sell off on Tuesday. And then, of course, the banger trade that we caught on Wednesday was this huge push up here when Trump took off those tariffs, right? So now, currently, we opened up with another gap. So we can put this same thing in here, this same gap. It wasn't as big as the last one, but I am expecting it to get filled. And then we can eliminate some of these stuff. Hide those. And then let's go to our higher time frames, right? So let's take a look at this weekly. So even though we had this huge push down, look how this weekly candle closed. This closed with a lot of bullish momentum. It didn't quite engulf this candle, but it closed with a lot of bullish momentum in comparison to all of this bearish price right here, right? So what's today, the 13th? We got about a week and a half. We got about 2 weeks left until this monthly candle closes. You can see this monthly candle has a huge wick on it. But this is one thing I want to talk about, right? So last week when we were on the call, we literally spoke about this weekly level of resistance, right? So we had this line here, and we were saying that like this is a previous level of resistance on the weekly time frame, and that we could respect this weekly overall level of resistance. This is why it's super important for y'all to understand the whole top-down analysis, because if you understood this top-down analysis and understand where we was at in the market, then you know it was a possibility chance that we could see a bounce from this area simply because this was a weekly level of resistance. Now, a monthly level of resistance, but I wasn't expecting the bounce to be this crazy from there, like especially this volatile, but overall it lined up with everything, right? So we had a weekly level or a monthly level of resistance that we were sitting at. We also had just hit this negative 61.8 on this fib structure. And then, like I said, we had this gap that needs to get filled, but we had an impulse. Price corrected itself here. We had this failed high. This is why I talked about in that trade breakdown that I was looking for those buys up. And then we still got this, we got that continuation, and then we got another correction, and then now we're looking to get another continuation, right? So my overall targets for this week, this one is pretty clear for the most part. To our smaller time frames, let me check something real quick though on these daily real quick. Daily look good, 4 hour look good, H1. Okay, cool. So here we have this little fib structure based off of M15, M30 that has hit this -27. So now I'm looking for price to pull back into this gap. So we need to see this gap get filled. Looking for price to fill this gap. And then let me put that at bigger font for y'all. All right, and then, excuse me, another area that we need to focus on is this little level of resistance right here. So I could see a pullback into here, but I also will be looking for price to continue up in this bullish structure up into the point where we break structure. So I want to see price continue up to maybe this next zone right here. I would love to see that area get retested. Now, this is, somebody said can't see it's glitching. Oh shoot, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's happening. If it's glitching, maybe it's like, hold on real quick. Let me do something real quick. All right, hopefully it's clear now. Hopefully it's not glitching too bad on YouTube. It says screen keep freezing. Hopefully it ain't my Wi-Fi, but we'll see. I just disconnected and went on my LAN cable, so I don't know what it is, chat, but I apologize in advance. But all right, so like I said, I want to watch price at this level because technically we have our low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We have not broken this lower high point here yet. So up until the point where we break this lower high point, then that's when we can completely, shift for buys. But until then, it's still in a downtrend. Somebody said you're back. Shoot. Now my trading view don't even want to work right now. Okay, never mind. There we go. But all right, so like I said, we overall still in this downtrend structure here. So yeah, watch price at this trend line. That's actually, yeah, I like that a lot. So I'll be looking for that once price gets to this area, because like I said, this is our downtrend structure based off of H4. So here, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right, and then let me move this fib out the way because this already got completed. And then Technically, we could have a fib here, point A to point B. 78.6 retrace. I'll be on the lookout for that because this is a trend line bounce, and it's also a level of support as well, or a level of resistance as well. So be on the lookout for that, chat. All right, so that's what I have for NAS. And then let's go over US30. Same thing. We were here last week. We said wait on more structure. We filled that gap, and then we also was at that weekly level of resistance, now turn support. So we were looking for that gap to get filled at this level, and then like I said on NAS, we bounced off of this level just like we bounced off of this level just like NAS and had this push up. So now, even on the monthly time frame, look at the wick. The wick is saying it's a lot of rejection, but of course the monthly time frame candle has not completely printed yet. So we need to, of course, wait on that monthly candle to fully analyze that, but we will see. And then hold on, chat. Let's see if Rory McIlroy, he got like a 3-foot putt for birdie to win the Masters. He got to make this one. Oh yeah, he made it. About time. He made it. He made it, chat. Rory McIlroy just won the Masters, chat. That's fire. That's one of my favorite golfers outside of Tiger Woods. But all right, so currently, let's take a look at this. You can see we had this daily trend line. We broke. We almost retesting that daily trend line. We real close to it. And then, like I said, here, just like NAS, we got this 4-hour trend line, and we in this 4-hour downtrend structure. So let me draw that out for y'all real quick. We got low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. That is our structure. So we are still in this downtrend structure, and we are sitting at this level of support, now turn resistance. Boom. And then let's remove these, clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna move this note to watch price at this daily trend line, and then we can move this fib structure as well. We already hit both of these. All right, and then let's take a look at this fib right here. This fib hit negative 27 already. Honestly, this fib though ain't hit negative 61.8, but that negative 61.8 lines up directly with like that level, that daily trend line, and this also like level of resistance. So that's a clean area to be looking for as well. So I'm gonna be mindful of that. And then let's go to our 15-minute time frame. I believe this one hit its fib structure on minor structure as well. Yeah, it hits negative 27 TP2. So this one had a gap, but the gap already got filled on US30. So this was the gap, but it already got filled. So looking for this to potentially pull back, retrace during London session, and then continue up before watching price at this daily trend line here. So let's look for a pullback and then a continuation up. Boom. Anybody got any questions about that, chat? Pretty self-explanatory. You're just looking for price to continue until it gives us a reason that we look for more sales, and which will be this right here. Once we break this little structure point here, once we get that, then we solidify that we'll be looking for that downtrend structure. But all right, so that looks clean. And then let's look at gold. Gold, we were here. Oh, this one played out while we was on the call. This was the negative 61.8. That one literally shot down while we was on the call. And then once we hit that negative 61.8, we got some reversal structure and post correction. And then we got this huge buy up. And then we just been on a freaking bull pump on gold. Like literally same thing. We had this higher time frame, higher high that was getting retested. So price was here, price broke, came back to retest the daily higher high, and then gave a continuation. Now the continuations was like OD, like they just, I don't know, like the Trump markets right now just got price super volatile, which isn't a bad thing. I've been enjoying the volatility, but it's just one of those things where like I didn't expect this to just go straight up like this. Usually, you know, you get some pullbacks, but gold was like, if you didn't get in like down here in this area, it was hard to get a real pullback for that continuation. So on gold though, I do have a daily fib on my chart that looks like such. And then you can see the alert at the top that I have. Where did I have it from? My negative 61.8, my negative 27. I think it was from here. Point A to point B. Yeah, it was this one. All right, so this fib structure has yet to complete itself here. So I'm looking for that on gold to complete. But of course we need a pullback. So we will look to pull back into the zone. Now gold has not been given like any real pullbacks, like any solid pullbacks. They all kind of been like 23.6s and you know, like pullbacks like that. But overall, hopefully we can see a pullback so that we can take advantage of that buy opportunity. And I'm gonna clear some of this off. Now, just like last week, we had this ascending channel, then we broke and retested that ascending channel for that sell. Currently on gold, we got the same thing. We have open with a gap as well, but we also got divergence and we got an ascending channel. So here, now the question is this ascending channel gonna reverse before hitting negative 27, or is it gonna hit the negative 27 first and then give us that reversal for our ascending channel? So as traders, it's our job to pretty much be patient and let the market come to us. So this is the overall structure that we are in here. Oh shit, we look like we got to break a structure low key. Hold on, let me check. Let me double check. Oops. Yep, that's all right. So we got this little break, but I want to verify that it's gonna be an actual break though. So what we'll be looking for is for price to push down, push away, come back, and then sell off to the next level of support, which will be down here. This will be our first little area that we could target. And then if not, we can look for something like this. If we get a push up, break the highs, pull back to retest, and then continue to the negative 27. I'm aiming more towards the pullback side, but we just need to see that break of structure first. That's what we need to see. So look for something like this. Yeah, something like that, chap. So we'll see how this formulates. It's all about being patient though. Once you just let the market come to you, it's really like a lot easier than when you go chasing it. When you go chasing it, that's when you F up. So nobody go chase this trade. Like, let it formulate. If this, like I said, if this buys up, then it'll form something like this where it'll have like a counter trend line here, and then it'll break and retest the counter trend line before pushing up to that negative 27. So point A, point B, continuing to the future. Now I could see this gap getting filled just like US30. So let's put that there as well. All right, so watch price here at negative 27 to see if we sell off, and then we are forming divergence, but wait for a clear breaker structure and a retest before selling this, because it can hit negative 27 TP before selling off. Boom. So pretty self-explanatory. We just, all it really is every week, week in and week out. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Week in and week out, it's just wait on breaks and retests. That's really all it is. And letting the market come to you, you know? Pretty self-explanatory. Does anybody have any questions about any of that? Pretty cool, pretty cool. Students, y'all got any questions? All right, perfect. Well, I guess this was a pretty short. Well, I guess we've been on here for 30 minutes, but pretty short call. You said, can you show your daily fib again? Yeah, it was really like my H4, but same difference. This point A, this point B. Here, I'll move some of these out the way. But basically, it's this. Actually, let me use the annotation real quick. This is the fib structure that I'm looking for. And I can get rid of all of these zones now. But yeah, so that's the fib structure that I'm looking at to complete. Fort Worth meet. I don't go to Fort Worth. I only been there once. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you as well. Yeah, I don't go to Fort Worth. But maybe Dallas though. But all right, so that's pretty much it, chat. Pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, I really ain't got much. Oh, one more thing too. For people that filled out applications for the 90-day trader accelerator, if you got approved, then you should have been hit with a link to schedule a call with me and my team. If you did not get approved, then that just means that your application pretty much didn't fit the criteria that we were overall looking for. So just be on the lookout for next time. If I ever do that again. Somebody said we need to meet the summer Dallas student meetup for sure. Pull up. Y'all pull up on me. I actually gonna go to a car meet soon. So if y'all want to pull up to the car meet, y'all can pull up. I'm gonna bring the McLaren. And yeah, y'all can pull up on me. So yeah, if y'all in Dallas, just shoot me a DM. But only like if y'all like really like my students though. Like if y'all just y'all first time watching this call and y'all just on here and y'all say meet up, I'm not gonna meet up with y'all. But if I've been seeing y'all names on the calls and stuff, like I know y'all been watching my videos, so forth and so on, then yeah, I'll meet up with y'all. But no complete randoms. But other than that, everybody that got approved, like I said, y'all just look out for those emails to schedule those calls. Well, not email, but you should get a link to schedule those calls. And it's only, I think it's only two. Gotta double check. I think it's only 2 spots available. When I post on Instagram, we had 3, but we pretty much full now. So that's about the end of it. I don't really got too much for y'all this week, chat. We went over NAS, we went over gold, we went over US30. Just stay down, stay diligent. And also, I got some vlogs coming for y'all as well. I got to edit the 2K build vlog, and then I also got another vlog. Y'all let me know, like, if y'all want to see me do more stuff. I've been bringing more people onto my team that's been helping me with a lot of different things. So, like, I just brought one of my guys on that is about to pretty much, do camera work. So, I've been looking to get some more content, but he gonna do the camera work for me, make it a lot easier for me to actually record things. So y'all let me know the type of vlogs y'all want to see. Y'all can leave them in the comment section. Y'all can leave them in the chat. Y'all just let me know what type of stuff y'all want to see. I know, like, certain people, like, y'all like to see, like, people buy cars, buy guns, and all of that stuff. I am looking for a new watch, and I am looking for a new chain as well. So I might go to a jewelry store in one of those vlogs, and then I will need me a little pole. I ain't gonna tell y'all what type of pole I'm gonna get, but if you know, you know. I'm looking for a new pole. Not like I shouldn't say a pole. I'm looking for a new gun, but that's what we call it. Me and my homies call it. We call it a pole. But yeah. So y'all let me know what type of vlogs y'all like to see, and then yeah, y'all just let me know, and I will see y'all again next week, same time, same place. Y'all take care of yourselves this week, and happy trading.